Celebrities who bought towns or built their own countries. When fame buys you a kingdom. We all know celebrities live large, mansions, jets, yachts, and million-dollar wardrobes. But for some stars, luxury wasn't enough. They didn't just want to own a house. They wanted to own the land beneath it. Some took it even further, buying entire towns or building brand new cities with futuristic ambitions. From Oscar winners purchasing quiet southern towns to pop stars building real-life Wakandas, these are the ultra-rich celebrities who turned wealth into sovereignty, literally buying towns and, in some cases, creating countries of their own. This isn't just about fame, it's about power, legacy, and rewriting geography. Welcome to the world of celebrities who bought towns or built their own countries. 1. Kim Basinger, the town that fame couldn't save. In 1989, actress Kim Basinger, then at the height of her Hollywood stardom, made a bold and bizarre investment. She bought nearly 1,700 acres of the town of Braselton, Georgia for $20 million. Her dream? Turn it into a tourist destination with film studios, a music venue, and high-end retail. But the timing couldn't have been worse. The economy took a downturn, and Basinger was later forced into bankruptcy after backing out of a film contract. The town's development plans collapsed, and she sold the land at a significant loss. Braselton still exists, and parts of it have flourished over time. But Basinger's Hollywood vision faded fast. It's a cautionary tale of ambition colliding with reality, proving that owning a town doesn't always come with a happy ending. 2. Akon, building a crypto city in Africa. In contrast to Basinger's failed dream, singer Akon is going bigger, much bigger. In 2020, he announced plans for Akon City, a $6 billion futuristic metropolis in Senegal, powered entirely by renewable energy and backed by its own digital currency, a coin. The city is being built on 2,000 acres of gifted land near the Atlantic coast and is envisioned as a tech-forward utopia with smart housing, solar power grids, hospitals, schools, and luxury districts. Akon claims it will create jobs, attract African diaspora investment, and be a beacon for Pan-African pride. He described it as a real-life Wakanda, inspired by Black Panther's fictional African kingdom. Though many critics have raised questions about financing, timelines, and whether it's too ambitious, construction is underway, starting with a hospital and police station. For Akon, this isn't just a passion project. It's a legacy move, planting his name in history, geography, and innovation. 3. Kanye West, city of Yeezy in the desert. Few celebrities think as big or as boldly as Kanye West. In 2021, Ye reportedly purchased thousands of acres of land in Wyoming, including the Monster Lake Ranch, for over $14 million. But he didn't stop there. Leaked documents and interviews reveal that Kanye had plans to create Yecosystem, a self-contained, self-sufficient society powered by his Yeezy brand. The idea was to build a city with dome-like structures, sustainable energy, Yeezy-designed homes, and a new economy. Some compared it to a cult compound, others to a tech utopia. But West's vision of an experimental town wasn't just real. It was already breaking ground. He even tried registering trademarks for Yeezy's supply ecosystem. While the project slowed down amid his public controversies and legal issues, it exposed the scale of West's ambition, not just building an empire, but a literal civilization. 4. Johnny Depp, his private Caribbean village. Forget towns. Johnny Depp owns his own private island in the Bahamas, and he's transformed it into what insiders call a miniature village. The island, Little Halls Pond Cay, spans 45 acres of pure paradise. Depp bought it for $3.6 million in 2004, and it includes multiple homes, solar-powered amenities, and specially named beaches like Brando Beach, after Marlon Brando, and Gonzo Beach, in honor of Hunter S. Thompson. Depp's Island was designed to be a sanctuary, completely off the grid and away from paparazzi. He's known to host close friends and family there, with boats delivering supplies from the mainland. While it's not technically a town, the infrastructure and lifestyle mirror a private community run solely by the actor. In a sense, Depp built his own peaceful micronation, where he rules alone. 5. Tony Robbins, owning a luxury nation in Fiji. Tony Robbins, the world-famous life coach and entrepreneur, took island ownership to another level when he bought an Namale resort and spa in Fiji. Spanning over 500 acres, Namel isn't just a resort. It's a privately owned island retreat with its own infrastructure, farms, water sources, and private villas. Robbins invested millions to make it fully sustainable and ultra-luxurious, attracting celebrities, royalty, and high-end travelers. But Robbins didn't stop at building a vacation paradise. He used his ownership to employ locals, fund education projects, and support healthcare access in the surrounding Fijian villages. Namel is run like a benevolent micro-kingdom, where the line between celebrity estate and sovereign village begins to blur. 6. John Mellencamp, guardian of a hometown. Rock singer John Mellencamp didn't technically buy a town, but his connection to Seymour, Indiana runs so deep, it may as well be his. Mellencamp has purchased multiple properties in and around Seymour, invested in local preservation efforts, and fought to maintain the town's small-town authenticity. He's opposed developments that threaten its character and supports local artists and historians. He even co-founded the Southern Indiana Center for the Arts, helping make his hometown a cultural center. In this case, the purchase isn't about power or fantasy. It's about emotional roots and the responsibility of preserving home. For Mellencamp, his legacy isn't in building something new. It's in protecting what already matters. 7. Fish, the temporary city that rock built. In 1997, cult favorite band Fish turned a decommissioned military base in Limestone, Maine, into a musical city for their festival, The Great Went. Over 70,000 fans descended on the abandoned Loring Air Force Base, where Fish created temporary roads, art installations, working utilities, and even a post office. It wasn't permanent, but for a few surreal days, the base functioned like a city entirely dedicated to music and art. Fish repeated the feat with festivals like Lemon Wheel and It, effectively turning temporary land into thriving pop-up towns. While it wasn't ownership in the traditional sense, it showed the power celebrities have to temporarily reshape geography and economy. The local towns even saw massive boosts in revenue during these events. 8. Mel Gibson, island ownership with a conservation twist. Mel Gibson owns Mago Island in Fiji, one of the largest privately owned islands in the South Pacific, spanning over 5,400 acres. Unlike other celebrities, Gibson didn't buy the island for luxury or resorts. He purchased it for around $15 million as a personal retreat and declared it would remain untouched, free of commercialization. Gibson reportedly lives there part-time and enforces strict conservation rules. It's not a tourism hotspot or a film set. It's more of a private nature reserve, where very few outsiders are allowed. Owning an island is one thing. Preserving it in its natural state is something few wealthy elites choose to do. 9. Nicolas Cage, the island collector. At one point, Nicolas Cage was on a property-buying spree, acquiring multiple homes, castles, and even islands. Among them was a 40-acre island in the Bahamas, bought for nearly $3 million. Cage planned to build a lavish eco-resort, but later abandoned the project due to financial troubles. Cage's portfolio at its peak included 2 European castles, a haunted house in New Orleans, and a medieval tower in Germany. His real estate ambition was legendary. He didn't just want homes, he wanted territories. Ultimately, poor financial planning led to foreclosures and sales. But for a brief window, Cage was the king of more than just Hollywood. 10. Lenny Kravitz, village life in Brazil. Singer and style icon, Lenny Kravitz owns a farm and small village in Bahia, Brazil, where he lives part-time. Kravitz says the land helps him reconnect with nature and spirituality. Locals revere him, and he's become a kind of unofficial ambassador for the region, supporting local farming initiatives and employing dozens of residents. He described his life there as completely off-grid, growing his own food and living without internet or phone reception for long periods. It's more than a getaway. It's a lifestyle that flips the script on celebrity excess. When celebrities stop renting fame and start buying legacy. From towns in Georgia to cities in Senegal, from temporary music festivals to crypto-powered kingdoms. These celebrity ventures are about more than wealth. They're about control, vision, and legacy. Some did it for escape, others for investment. A few, like Akon, dream of social transformation. And while not every project succeeds, each one reveals something deeper, that at a certain level of fame, you don't just influence culture, you build it from the ground up. Thanks for watching.